All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do 8 more legends that you guys wanted to see. This is stuff done by you. Everybody who has commented on the videos, these are the guys that you guys came up with. I just created 8 cards. We'll throw them out there. So far, we are 1 for 1. Alfonso Soriano was released today in the live stream. So we're looking good so far. Can only get worse from here, though, so we'll see how that goes. But anywho, number 1, Joel Zumaya. Now this guy, big key to him, he actually really only had one solid season, and that was 2006 with him. Had a 1.94 ERA, 97 strikeouts. This guy, he actually threw 104.8 miles per hour on his fastball. Granted, that was not an average, that was the highest he ever hit, but he's going to have a lot of gas coming from this guy. Low 90s card, it's what you're going to get. He had a massive knuckle curve. He had a great fastball. He could be a good little guy in there, maybe give you an inning or two. Definitely at the beginning of the year rather than the end of the year. Number 2, Hank Blalock. This guy here would be a prime card based off his 04 through 06 seasons. 06, he had a 0 WAR, which ironically, he had a better batting average than his 2005 season. But 2004, he was an absolute stud. 2005, he was pretty damn good. Over that period, he had averaged a 3.5 WAR. He's going to be a guy that gets a lot of power, decent batting average. He's going to have decent fielding. Fun guy to play with, though. Put him up along with Michael Young. You got yourself a nice little mid-2000s Texas Rangers squad. I know a lot of people have said that there's too many Braves starting pitchers right now, but Kevin Millwood, he's the one guy they're really missing. He was their number 4 starter during that period. The guy was great. Some years. He had a couple years there where he wasn't that good, but 1999 All-Star season, give him an All-Star card. This guy was 18-7 with a 2.68 ERA, 200 strikeouts. He had 5 pitches there. Yeah, sinker, cutter, change, curve, slider. Sinker was low 90s, curveball was low 70s. It averaged about 72 miles an hour. In 99, he had a whip of 1. So he would have great walks per 9 and hits per 9. It would be a pretty damn fun card to use. Hopefully better than that John Smoltz card. I suck so much with those cards. Next up, Steve Carlton. This is a newer kind of idea for a card. It would just be like a retired numbers card. I want to see more history in the game. You do something like this, it gives you a little bit of knowledge about the Philadelphia Phillies. It gives you a little bit of knowledge about what he was to the organization. I'd love it if they had some programs based on guys who've had their numbers retired. I think it'd be an awesome thing. This guy was an absolute stud. Look at that, 5,000 innings pitched. Like, that's absolutely insane. His arm damn near gonna fall off. He'd be a lefty. We need more lefties. I'd be psyched to see this card in, and I hate the Phillies, so that tells you something. Bernie Williams. Growing up in Tampa, I was a Tampa Bay Rays fan, so I knew a lot about Bernie Williams. I always knew he was a great player. Hated the Yankees with a passion, but I always liked Bernie. He was always a pretty damn good guy. I remember Triple Play 2000 was one of the first baseball games I ever played. Bernie Williams was my center fielder in that game. He was the first guy I ever hit like 50 home runs with in a season. Even to this day, I still remember that, and I was 9 years old maybe at that point. So I would love a Bernie Williams card. Good fielder. He was never fantastic in the field. He had a lot of seasons with minus WAR, actually. Defensive WAR in the field. But solid player. Over those 3 years from 99 to 2001, he averaged a 5 WAR. Spreading it out a little bit further than that, he actually had a couple of seasons that were better than what is projected here. But prime cards are based off of a 3-year period, so this is kind of the one I went with. Next up on the list is Brad Lidge. We're going to give him a 2004 postseason card. Just kidding. If you're a Astros fan, I'm sorry. Pujols would feast off of that card. Anyways, high 90s velocity, good sharp slider. The guy 2004, it was his best season. He had a 3.7 WAR. He had seasons with more saves. The next year he had, I think, 41 saves in 2005. But his ERA was higher. His strikeouts were lower. This is the best season he had statistically. If they were going to make a card, this would be the one that you want it based off of. Mike Cameron. had a 4-home run game. It would be a terrible moment, and I think they'd do it. SDS would do something like that, give you a 4 home runs, 4 moment, Mike Cameron card. God, it would suck. But he had great speed. From 1999 to 2001. 99, he spent with the Cincinnati Reds. He was actually a part of the Ken Griffey Jr. deal, where they swapped them, essentially. But 99 with the Reds, 2000, 2001, he was with the Seattle Mariners there. Good stolen bases. Not a ton of power, but enough. Batting average isn't really going to be there. This would really be a guy that would be in the beginning of the year. If they wanted to make it off of his 4 home run game, you could see them with a home run boost. Kind of like a home run derby card, if you will. But great speed, solid power. He is a member of the 250 home run, 250 stolen base club. I think he was the 20th member out of it. I think there's like 22 guys in it now. So not something that a whole lot of people have done. So you got to recognize that little bit of baseball history every now and then. Last one up here. Brady Anderson. Talk about flukes. Definitely a steroid user here, I'd say. I don't remember if that was ever proven or not, but 96, he had 50 home runs. Before that, he had like 19 home runs every season. And then after that, it went down to like 18 or so. I think he had one more season after this where he had a war of like 5, but this was definitely a flash in the pan kind of year. But this card right here would be fantastic. He had 21 stolen bases that year, 50 home runs, 297 batting average. You give him a 1-year card there. Obviously, I think it'd be higher than a 92 if they gave him a 1-year card. Probably like a 96, kind of like a Steve Finley kind of card, I would imagine. But Brady Anderson, center fielder here. These are the cards that you guys picked. I hope we see a couple of them. I really do. I'd like to see some of these guys. Again, we are 1 for 1 on MLB The Show 21 Legends. We'll keep a kind of a tally going to see kind of how good we did on the original Legends breakdown video. But if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. I appreciate it. If there are any other cards that you want to see, I know Sandy Koufax was one that was brought up a lot. I had him in the PowerPoint. I might just go ahead and make some card art for those anyways. We'll see. But yeah, if you want anybody else, let me know. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. If you're interested in college football at all, we've got a college football USF squad that we're doing right now, trying to get them up to national dominance. But yeah, we got a lot of fun going on the channel right now. I'm excited to see MLB 21 coming out. We're not too far away. Yeah, I will see you guys next time now. Have a good one.